Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing you another action figure review. Today, we're going to look at the McFarlane DC Multiverse Digital Silver Age Two-Face. Not only that, but this is the Platinum Chase variant. This is the digital Two-Face repainted in modern colors. I found this guy at Walmart today. I've been hitting the same Walmart store on my lunch break for about 6 weeks, and I got lucky, found him before work today. So let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see at the top, 22 moving parts, DC Direct, McFarlane Toys Digital. Well, what's a digital figure? Well, you buy this physical figure and you get a digital redemption code. And who wants a digital figure? Well, I don't think anyone actually knows the answer to that. McFarlane Platinum Edition, Two-Face. Here he is in the package. We have no traditional accessories. He has a display stand, collector's card, and a digital card. One side of the package, Two-Face from DC the Silver Age. Even though this is a modern Two-Face, the other side is pretty blank. At the bottom, there's his barcode, if that helps anybody, but keep in mind the Platinum barcode is going to be the same as the regular version. And in the back, here's the Silver Age Two-Face from the comics. So with no further ado, let's open him up. Alright, now that this figure out of the package, here he is with all the accessories laid out. We have a display stand, a collector's card, and a digital redemption card. No traditional accessories. It would have been nice if he came with a gun, pistol, double barrel shotgun, a Tommy gun, and it would have been really nice if he had an alternate left hand that didn't have a coin permanently attached. And if you want to do a hand swap, well, guess what? You can't, because that hand is pink, and good luck finding a hand to match that. Before we take a look at all that, let's talk about and check out the figure. So this is Two-Face, and this is really McFarlane's first normal comic Two-Face. Sure, they made a couple different movie Two-Face figures. Hell, they even made a Two-Face from the comics where he's dressed as Batman, but no normal Two-Face. And now, bam, we have a Silver Age sort of classic version and a modern version like this. So let's take a closer look. Start with his face here, which I think looks fantastic. That line is a straight line down his face, and it would have been probably nice if at least the modern version didn't have a perfectly straight line. That's very unrealistic. Typically, in the modern comics, they draw it with, you know, kind of going back and forth in the middle there, and not just a straight line. Either way, it's pretty cool. He's got white hair unkept on one side, brown, smooth, kept hair on the other. He has an extremely pale sort of face and skin. Other side, he's got that pink scarred face, and it looks great. The sort of texturing and detail, it's pretty good. It looks like the neck is a little bit more smooth, none of that sort of scarred face, but you can see a pretty good amount of detail there. Of course, one eye is much larger than the other, the eyelid is sort of melted off, his lips are melted off, and it all looks pretty damn good. And then we have his suit, the black and white suit. White on one side, black on the other side, the tie is the same, the shirt is the opposite, and it makes for a really nice modern-looking Two-Face figure. His hand, which once again is very pale, does have a trigger finger to hold a gun that he does not come with. The other one has a coin permanently attached, which bothers the hell out of me. I wish he had a different set of hands as well. Double-jointed knees, double-jointed elbows. I can tell this is the body from some of the movie Two-Face figures and Lucius Fox, which is not a bad thing. Really happy to add Two-Face to the modern Batman Rogues Gallery. It's been a long time coming. We should have got this years ago. And a closer look at his face and head sculpt, which I think the sculpt is excellent. A little bit turned off by the pale skin. On one side of his face, you've got Harvey Dent, District Attorney. And on the other side, you've got the burnt, scarred up Two-Face. And then here's the figure, broken down as far as he can go with all of his removable parts detached. As you can see, the hands come off with complete ease. They could have easily given him another pair of hands, and they absolutely should have. Now let's check out his accessories. And let's start off with the boring stuff. And who am I kidding? It is all boring stuff. Here's his display stand. Typical McFarlane display stand we've seen countless times before, except this one says McFarlane Toys Digital. And then we have his collector's card. As you can see, it's an image of the Silver Age Two-Face with the orange and purple suit. Green scarred side, Two-Face. On the back, there is a description. If you want to pause, read that now. And then we have the McFarlane Digital Redemption card. McFarlane Toys Digital. On the back side, there's an area you can scratch off the digital code. Now, I'm definitely curious. Is there anyone out there that actually cares about the digital figures, redeems them, and enjoys them? I'm not judging. I'm legitimately curious if there's anyone out there that actually utilizes that collection and has fun with it. Drop it in the comments below and let me know. An accessory that I wish it came with is a Tommy gun. This is a perfect accessory for a Two-Face figure, whether it be Silver Age or modern. This came from the McFarlane accessory pack. I believe it was the first one. So we have a regular looking Tommy gun. It's got the drum, 2 places for him to hold it. If you have the accessory set, it's a great thing to add to your Two-Face figure. Here's Two-Face holding that Tommy gun. Fits perfect into the trigger hand. But his other hand is holding that coin, so you can't really get him to hold it the way I'd like him to, which would be one hand holding the other handle. So the best you can get is something like this, which is still pretty good. Now to check out the differences, reuse, and similarities between this comic Two-Face and the Batman Forever movie version. So let's take a closer look. Obviously, the heads are completely different, but they have very similar sort of scarred sides of the head. Now, the suit looks to be the exact same from the tie to the shirt to the suit jacket, even the hand, identical. The legs, the feet, the pants, everything's identical. These figures are 100% the same except for the heads, the paint job, and the left hand. And they came out completely different. All these figures utilize the same base body. We have a total of 7 of them so far. Lucius Fox, Franklin Murray, and Two-Face. Now there's an 8th figure utilizing this body. That is the regular version of Two-Face. And I should have him as of tomorrow. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and his accessories, let's check out his height. From bottom to the top of his head, standing about 7.1 inches tall, which can translate to around 18 centimeters. And for his articulation. Starting with his head, of course, it can rotate side to side. That looks pretty weird on the neck when you do that. He can look up and down a very good amount. He can tilt his head from one side to the other, giving him a good amount of personality. Shoulders on a ball joint goes up 90 degrees, up, down, around, all that good stuff. Double jointed elbows, they go in all the way. Looks a little awkward like that, to say the least. His wrists, they can rotate, and they're hinged as well. His torso has a soft goods overlay. The jacket is very pliable, can move around, but the truth is, any articulation under there, and there is articulation under there, is useless. You'll never get any of it to stick in any given area. So you can bend him, but what's the point? It's just going to bend right back. He does have a ball joint in his waist. Rotate around, forward and back. Legs complete with splits. McFarlane style hip joints. Rotation is non-existent. Legs go forward, yeah, about that far. Not too much. Back, not at all. Double jointed knees. And his ankle. Forward and back. Rotate. Tilt, rock, although not a lot. And of course, toe articulation. Here's a look at this Two-Face figure, holding his Tommy gun, about to flip his coin. Standing in front of a very large penny. This is a very large coin that my boy Bone Johnson 3D printed for me. This is in Batman's trophy for the Batcave. And it's perfect for Two-Face. Some origins have Two-Face using the coin and Batman taking it as sort of a trophy beating Two-Face. I believe in the original version it was from the Penny Plunderer. Now let's check them out next to some other action figures, starting off with some other Two-Face figures. Here are all the McFarlane DC Multiverse Two-Face figures, 3 of which are from the movies, 2 of which are from the comics. There's still one more Two-Face figure I need to get, and that is the regular Silver Age digital version. And let's not forget, the McFarlane also made a Two-Face figure from the 1966 comic series, as well as Batman the Animated Series and the new Batman Adventures. And here he is, next to all of my DC Direct and DC Collectibles Two-Face figures. I believe I'm missing the Dark Victory Two-Face, and I think that's the only one I can think of. Then, with a couple of Mezco 112 Collective Two-Face figures. Next, with a Mix Max Two-Face. And now, with all of my Mattel Two-Face figures. I'm missing the black and white suit DC Superheroes Mattel Two-Face. I've wanted that guy for a long time. Hopefully I'll find him eventually. And now, with the Soap Studios Dark Knight Two-Face figure. Then, with the Mafex Dark Knight Two-Face. And finally, with an older Kenner Two-Face figure. Here's a look at all of the Two-Face figures I have in my collection. Should be getting the McFarlane Silver Age Two-Face pretty soon. Like I said before, definitely would like to get the DC Direct Dark Victory Two-Face and the Mattel DC Superheroes Black and White Two-Face. Here he is, with a few different Harvey Dent figures by Mafex and Mattel. Now let's check him out with some other Two-Face thugs or henchmen. Here he is, next to a couple of Marvel Legends figures. I use these for sugar and spice. And with Two-Face of this color scheme, they are just perfect. And here, with a couple of older Toy Biz Marvel Legends of the same characters, White Queen and Black Queen. And here he is, with a couple of Jazzwares AEW wrestlers, Dustin Rhodes. I put him with the Two-Face gang for what I believe are obvious reasons. I even bought the bloodied up variant on the left, just for when Batman is through with them. Then, with a couple of Mattel WWE Christian figures. One in white, one in black. These are perfect for twin Two-Face henchmen. Next, with a couple of Matt Hardy figures. One by Mattel, one by Jazzwares. Both in straitjackets, one white, one black. Perfect for Two-Face. And finally, with a couple of twin henchmen from the Matrix movies. And since this Cyborg Superman is a Platinum Chase variant, I wanted to take a look at all the different McFarlane DC Multiverse Platinum Chase variants out there. Here are all the sort of older Platinum Chase variants. Gold, bronze, unpainted, and then some newer versions. And then here are all the 2024 Platinum Chase variants. Boy, they released a lot last year. And I'm sure there's a ton to come this year. And here are all the Platinum figures that have been released so far in 2025. At least all of them that I have so far. On the left, those are the Silver Platinum Chase variants, and on the right are the Red Platinums. Silver Platinum Chase variants are basically paint variants of existing figures in the same wave. Red Platinums are figures that you can't order online, and are really only available if you hunt them in stores. Now, even though I have most of them, there's still some Platinums I don't have. I have the Collector's Edition, Deadshot, and Batman on the way. My want list consists of the Platinum Icon. From the Super Friends line, I need 2 of the Platinum Batman figures and 2 of the Platinum Riddler figures. I still need a second one of the Silver Age digital Two-Face Platinum figures for my unopened collection. And even though they're not Platinums, I'm also looking for the newest Chase Super Friends figures, 2 MS Batman, and 1 Black Suit Superman. If anyone out there can possibly help me out or point me in the right direction, it is much appreciated. Now let's check him out, next to some other recently released McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. Here he is, next to the rest of his wave. Now I don't have the entire thing, but according to tracking, I should get the rest of the wave tomorrow. We have the Silver Age Superman, the modern Platinum version of the Silver Age Two-Face, and the modern Platinum version of the Silver Age Dr. Fate. Can't wait to add the other 2 to the collection. Here's Two-Face, next to the previous digital wave. Both the Platinum and regular versions of the Silver Age Joker, Earth 2 Robin, and the Platinum Speed Force Flash. And here he is, next to the Platinum Chase variant of the Collector's Edition Adam Strange. This is the only one I have from Wave 10 so far, but all the rest are on the way. Then, next to the most recent wave of Page Punchers, we have the Kingdom Come Superman, and then Starman and Damage. I don't have Supergirl, but she's also on the way. And now, with the Entertainment Earth exclusive Blacklight Batman and Robin movie Arnold Schwarzenegger Mr. Freeze, and the GameStop exclusive Frostbite George Clooney Batman, here's Two-Face, next to Batman in his armored suit from Justice League, the 6th Dimension. This one's a mega figure, and the Batman 1,000,000. And here he is, next to the Christian Bale Dark Knight Batman and Batpod 2-pack. Then, with the most recent Batman comic wave, we have the Justice Lord Batman, the Cowardly Lot Batman, and the orange and purple versions of the Rainbow Batman. And now, with the Gold Label exclusive Connor Hawk Green Arrow and Hourman. And finally, with a couple more recent exclusives. These are Walmart and McFarlane exclusives, the Jokerized Death Metal Batman, and the Patina Dark Knights of Steel Batman. Now let's check them out, next to some action figures from different various companies, so we can see how he fits in, both scale and style-wise, in case one knows lines you can mix him with. Since he's a McFarlane toy, they're typically the 7-inch scale. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of the large action figure lines I collect, and work way smaller. But first, let's check him out with some of his McFarlane Toys brothers. In front of you are 5 different action figure lines, all from McFarlane Toys, all 7-inch scale, and now, with some Jakks-Pacific wrestling figures, and some Diamond Select toys. Here's Two-Face, next to a bottle of rubbing alcohol, and here he is, with some DC Direct and NECA figures, then, with both some Mattel and Jazzwares wrestling figures, and now, with some Mezco and Mattel DC figures, next, with some Mafex and Hasbro Marvel Legends, and finally, with some SH Figure Arts and Jazzwares Fortnite figures. So overall, this is a really nice Two-Face figure. It's about damn time we got a modern comic version of Two-Face. Here are my complaints about this guy. His flesh tone is way too pale. Really wish he came with an alternate left hand so you didn't have to have the coin in his hand all the time. That is very disappointing. And then the lack of guns. Now I know guns with DC figures is a sensitive thing, but it definitely seems to be loosening up. I just got Adam Strange today, he had a gun. They showed us Commissioner Gordon package, he has a gun. So I feel like guns are attainable now, but I'll give McFarlane a pass on that because some of that is not their fault. But still, the extra hand is pretty much inexcusable. His articulation is good, a little bit limited in the torso, but I also get it. It's hard to make the soft goods overlay and the articulation actually usable. Sculpt and paint job are excellent. He does have more detailing the scarring than I first realized. It looks pretty good. Accessories, well, he doesn't have any. If I were to rate this figure, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10, and I thought I was going to give him a higher rating. But his skin tone really bothers me. The left hand bothers me. The accessory thing doesn't really bother me because I have plenty of guns to give him. I'm going to bump up to 7.5. I like this guy. I'm very happy with him. And for the looks of him, I think I'm going to like him better than the Silver Age version. But I don't have him in hand yet, so I'll make that decision soon. So this is D Hunter. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say with the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys real soon.